Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In our previous class, we have been discussed about the third chapter. So third chapter has been completed. So next we will go to the second chapter, because in second chapter still few concepts was incomplete. Still it was in a pending. Still it is in pending. So we will continue that second chapter. So I think everyone you have been forgotten up to where we have been stopped, and even what are the concepts we have been studied in your second chapter. So before going to start the next topic, little bit we'll go for the glance whatever we have been studied in the second chapter. So as you know, in your first chapter we have been studied the events of sexual reproduction. So which are the events? Sexual reproduction means you know very well. It is a process of giving birth to the young ones with the help of the two parents, isn't it? So sexual reproduction, it involves certain following three events here. So through these three events, whatever we'll get means we get a new offspring we will get. So which are the events it will take place means, the first event is pre-fertilization, second event is fertilization, and third event is post-fertilization. These three events we have been studied in our first chapter, and even same concept we have been studied in the second chapter in the flowering in angiosperm. So pre-fertilization event, first we will discuss the pre-fertilization event. Pre-fertilization means before fertilization, whatever the events it will take place, that events we are calling as a pre-fertilization. So which are the events it will take place before the fertilization means, one is the gametogenesis, another one is the gamete transfer. So in first chapter we have been studied the gametogenesis means what, and we have been studied the gamete transfer. So in second chapter in depth we have been studied gametogenesis means it is the process of a formation of a haploid gametes through the gonads inside through the gonads is called as gametogenesis. So in that gametogenesis, so we have been studied in the second chapter structure of microsporangium. Structure of microsporangium means what? Structure of anther. So which is, as I said you here, it is one of the most important question for your exam. Next even we have been studied the microsporogenesis. Microsporogenesis means, as you know, gametes means it involves some both male and female gamete. Male gamete in plants what we are calling, in male gametes in plants we are calling as a pollen grains, whereas in female gamete what we are calling, female gamete we are calling as a egg. In case of human being, male gamete we are calling as a sperm, whereas female gamete we are calling as a egg, ovum, oocyte, ova. So these are the gametes name. So we are discussing about the plants. Gametogenesis means it involves both the gametes. Which are the both the gametes? Pollen grains and egg. So first here we are discussing about the pollen grains. So structure of anther, where the pollen grains formation will take place. So that is microsporangium. Next, microsporogenesis means it is a process of formation of a pollen grains, which is a haploid male gamete. Where it will take place means it will take place inside the anther. So that process also we have been discussed in this second chapter. Next we have been studied the structure of the pollen grain. It is also one of the important question for your exam. So these three concepts we have been studied about here the male. So which we have been studied about the what means, we have been studied about the male. Next if you come to the female, in female we are calling it as a gynoecium. So in gynoecium part we have been studied here. So gynoecium, it involves what? It involves stigma, style and ovary. So this is the stigma, style and ovary. Which is the stigma? This is the stigma, style and ovary. This is the ovary. So we have this part we are calling it as a gynoecium. Whereas the male part, what? Which is the male part means, this is the male part. Anther, this is the anther, then this is the filament, which is the male part we are calling. Next in gynoecium we have been studied. In gynoecium we have been studied the megasporangium. Megasporangium means structure of an anatropous ovule. So which is one of the most important guarantee question for your exam, as I said you here. Next even we have been studied about the megasporogenesis. Megasporogenesis means what? It is a process of formation of a female haploid gamete inside the, where means inside the ovary. So that process we are calling it as a megasporogenesis. So like that, this is the female. So gametogenesis is finished, which will comes under which topic here means it will comes under the pre-fertilization event. So in pre-fertilization, for gametogenesis finish here. So formation of a male gamete is finished and formation of a female gamete is also finished. Next is the what here means gamete transfer, it is present. So gamete transfer is done with the help of the what here means gamete transfer. It is done with the help of the what? Pollination. You know very well what is the meaning of pollination. Pollination means transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of the flower is called as pollination. So pollination means what? Transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of the flower is called as pollination. Now in this pollination, three types we have been studied. So one is the self-pollination. Self-pollination even we are calling it as a autogamy. So next another one is the cross-pollination. So in cross-pollination, two types it is present. One is the diatonogamy, another one is the xenogamy. So what is the definition? Already we have been studied in our previous classes here. So this is through this what happened is gamete transfer it will take place. Now gamete transfer it will be done with the help of an agents here. Who are the agents? Three types of agents. So who are the three types of agent means? One is the anemophily, another one is the hydrophily, and third one is the zoophily. So what is the meaning of anemophily means? Transfer of pollen grains with the help of the wind. With the help of what? With the help of the wind is called as anemophily. Hydrophily means what? Transfer of pollen grains with the help of water. And zoophily means transfer of pollen grains with the help of the animals. So these topics also we have been discussed in our previous classes. With the help of these three different agents, easily the pollen grains it will be transferred from anther to the stigma of the flower. So later fertilization next event it will be taken place. Fertilization event it will be held here. So all these things it will comes under which event means it will comes under the pre-fertilization. So in your first chapter just we have been discussed about the gametogenesis and gamete transfer. But briefly whatever it will take place we have been studied in the second chapter. So up to here the concept is finished. Among that pollination is also one of the most important question for your exam. So next topic here this is finished. First event is finished. Pre-fertilization event is finished. Next event is fertilization. So fertilization means you know very well fusion of male and female gamete is called as fertilization. So what is the meaning of fertilization? Fusion of male and female gamete is called as fertilization. So you know very well in plants double fertilization it will take place here. That means here two times the gametes will fuse together. So that's why we are calling it as a double fertilization. So what is the double fertilization means? First gamete. So you know that means here. So when the pollen grains it will falls on the stigma, pollen grains it will start for showing the compatibility and incompatibility. So what happens means when the pollination it will be taken place, so the pollen grains it will be shed on the stigma. That time the pollen grains and a stigma both they shows the compatibility and incompatibility. So if incompatibility it will be taken place means that time the pollen grains it will get disappear in the stigma, whereas compatibility to take place means this pollen grains it will start for germination like this, and finally it will release as the two male gamete it will release us, or else in some cases it will release as the three male gametes it will release us. It will release as the three male gametes. So among that one day it will be forms like a tube nucleus, remaining two it will be present. So the two nucleus it will go and fuse to different cell. So next first let us see the double fertilization. First male gamete it will fused with the egg and convert into the zygote, and that later that zygote it will convert into the embryo. So two male gametes it will be released by whom is two male gametes it will be released by the pollen grains. So if among that first male gamete go and fuse with the egg and convert into the zygote, whereas later this zygote it will undergo the mitotic cell division and convert into the embryo, whereas the second male gamete which is present it will go and fuse with the secondary nucleus and convert into the pen. That is nothing but primary endosperm nucleus. Later, this primary endosperm nucleus, it will convert into the endosperm. So this both fertilization together we are calling it as a double fertilization. Only the second male gamete which is fusing to the secondary nucleus, we are calling it as a triple fission. So which is one of the important question. As I said here, double fertilization important, triple fission is also important. Triple fission which will be arises for your exam for 2 marks or 1 mark. So this is finished about the fertilization. Next event which is present, post fertilization event, it is present. Last events in the sexual reproduction. So let us see here in this post fertilization events, what are the concepts it will be held. In post fertilization event, first concept is development of endosperm and embryo. So in first concept, what it will be taken as development of an endosperm. So you just now I said you here, due to due to double fertilization, we will get the endosperm. This endosperm development and this embryo development, it will take place. This event, it will comes under post fertilization. Next, after the development of endosperm and embryo, this is the endosperm and this is the embryo. After development of this endosperm and embryo, next what happen? Maturation of ovule into the seeds. So the ovule which is present inside the ovary, where the ovule it will be present, ovule it will be present inside the ovary. So that ovule, it will convert into seed. So as you know, as you have been consumed varieties of fruits, inside that fruit we will find the seed. That seed, it will be formed from here, means it will be formed with the help of the ovule. Ovule will convert into the seed, and ovary part which is present, it will convert into the fruit. So this is the ovary part. So then this is the ovary part. Ovary, it will be converted into the fruit, and ovule which is present inside this ovary, it will convert into the seed. So these are the events it will take place in the post. These are the concepts it will take place in the post fertilization event. So in the among that, so we are discussing about the first event, development of an endosperm. So how the endosperm development it will take place inside the ovary. So first development of endosperm, it is 3 types. One is the nuclear endosperm, another one is the cellular endosperm, third is the halobial endosperm. Among that, first nuclear endosperm we have been finished here. So still 2 it is pending, cellular endosperm and halobial endosperm. So up to here we have been finished in our previous classes. So once again we will start from here only. What is the meaning of a nuclear endosperm? Later we will go for the cellular endosperm, and next we will go for the halobial endosperm. Now, nuclear endosperm. Nuclear endosperm, to whom we are calling, means this is a type of endosperm formation. Here the endosperm formation, how it will be taken place means, inside this, first the nucleus which will present. The nucleus which is present here, this nucleus, it will be start for division. Repeatedly it will be gone dividing. Who is dividing first here? Nucleus, it is dividing first. So that's why the name also we are given it as a nuclear. Nuclear means nucleus. First the nucleus which is present, that nucleus it will be gone dividing into the small nucleus here. Repeatedly it will be gone dividing into the free nuclei. Later on this nuclei, what happens is cell formation will be taken place. But before cell formation, these nuclei, it will be arranged towards the periphery. So like that, in the middle there we will find a big vacuole we will find. So where this nuclei, the smaller nuclei which is present, these nuclei, they will be gone arranging in this periphery like this, and after that when they arrange in this periphery, on this above the nucleus, the wall formation will be taken place. Finally they will form a complete cell. Now this type of endosperm formation we are calling it as a nuclear endosperm. So nuclear, from the when the second male gamete will fuse to the secondary nucleus, it forms a primary endosperm nucleus. From this primary endosperm nucleus, that means then if they want to convert into this endosperm, this is the one type of method. In this manner, the primary endosperm nucleus, it will be converted into the endosperm by division of the nucleus first. Later they will be arranged on the periphery, and next third what is above that nucleus, cell formation will be taken place. Example for these are the cotton, coconut, zea mays, capsella. So these are all of the plants. They are going for which type of formation of endosperm is nuclear endosperm. So in our previous classes we have been completed the up to here. Next we will start our today's topic. So today's topic is cellular endosperm. Second type is cellular endosperm. So here also the endosperm formation will take place, but in which manner here means cellular manner it will take place. So cellular manner means in this type primary endosperm nucleus, because primary endosperm it is converting into what? Endosperm. Primary endosperm. Pen is converting into the endosperm. Pen it is converting into the endosperm means in 3 pattern it is present. One pattern we have been finished, nuclear endosperm. The second pattern is, which is the second pattern is cellular endosperm. So in this pattern what happens means the primary endosperm nucleus which is present, that is nothing but pen, primary endosperm nucleus which is present, this it will undergoes the mitotic division. So this is here, this is the zygote and this is the endosperm, endosperm nucleus it is present. That means here primary endosperm nucleus. Now this primary endosperm nucleus it will undergo which cell division? Mitosis cell division, and later what happens is, very well, mitosis cell division means first nucleus will get divided and later cytoplasm it will be divided. Finally we will get the 2 cell. Here also in this case also same manner, mitosis cell division will take place and finally we will get the 2 cells will get. So like that 2 cells will take place. So in the same manner again these cells it will undergoes the division. So finally we will get the number of cells and it will form a cellular endosperm. So this type of formation of an endosperm we are calling it as a cellular endosperm. So that's why the name also we are giving it as a cellular, because here endosperm formation it is taken place by the formation of a cell. It is first it is not dividing the nucleus, later cell formation it is not taking place. Completely it is forming a division repeatedly. Complete cell it is forming. See, this is the one cell, that is nothing but primary endosperm nucleus. It is divided into the 2 cells. That means mitosis cell division. So only one time it will not take place. Repeatedly it is taking place. So 1, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16. In this manner completely we will get an endosperm. So this type of endosperm we are calling as a cellular endosperm. So definition I will read out here one time. In this type primary endosperm nucleus undergoes repeated mitotic division followed by cytokinesis, because mitosis cell division same manner it will take place. Already you have been studied in your first year. So in mitosis cell division first nucleus will get divided, later cytoplasm will get divided, finally we will get the 2 cells. Same pattern only, same pattern here also it will take place. Therefore endosperm become cellular form and beginning. Cell becomes a cellular form of cellular from the beginning. Example for this is Datura, Petunia, Impatiens. So these are the plants here which are going for the cellular endosperm. Second type is finished. Next is the third type. Third type, which is the third type, is halobial endosperm. So this is the another type of endosperm formation. So in this pattern what happens is first and second which we have been studied, which is the first year nuclear endosperm, other one is the cellular endosperm. Both pattern it will be followed in this method. So that's why we are calling it as an intermediate type of endosperm we are calling. So it is an halobial endosperm we are calling it as an intermediate type of endosperm. So in this case what happens is first division of a primary endosperm nucleus. Primary endosperm nucleus is nothing but pen. Primary endosperm nucleus it is present. So this primary endosperm, what happens is the wall formation will be taken place. So this is the zygote and this is the pen, primary endosperm nucleus. Now this nucleus, like how in the cellular endosperm, same manner, due to the mitosis cell division, this one cell, primary endosperm nucleus, it will divided into the 2 cells. But here, this 2 cells is not in a same size here, where they will be in a irregular in size. One will be the smaller, another one will be the larger. But in case of cellular endosperm, thus primary endosperm nucleus, it will get divided. Both the cells will be in a similar size. So that's why we are calling it as a cellular endosperm we are calling. But in this case what happens is the cell it will get divided, but here the 2 cells will get formed, but among that one will be the smaller. So one will be the smaller and another one will be the larger. The smaller cell which is present we are calling it as a chalazal cell. See here, one it is larger, another one it is smaller. The smaller cell which is present, what we are calling? Smaller cell which is present we are calling it as a chalazal cell. It is a chalazal cell. The smaller cell, it is, we are calling it as a chalazal cell. Whereas the larger cell which is present, that larger cell we are calling it as a microphylar cell. This is the microphylar cell. Now a cellular endosperm formation is finished. Next, further what happens means it will goes to the nuclear endosperm pattern. You have been studied that just now. Nuclear endosperm pattern, how it will come means the nucleus which is present, this nucleus it will be go on dividing repeatedly. So when it forms a number of nuclei, later that nuclei it will be arranged on this periphery like this. See, this is one cell, this is one cell. This cell we are calling as a microphylar cell. This is the chalazal cell. So in both these cells, the nucleus which is present, this nucleus it will go division repeatedly. Nucleus which has been divided, this nucleus it will be arranged in the periphery. Periphery means under boundary of this cell. Which is the boundary of the cell? This is like this, they have been arranged in the boundary. And in the middle what we'll find? In the middle we'll find the vacuole. Which is the vacuole? This is the vacuole. So and all the nuclei it will be arranged in the periphery. And above this nucleus, cell formation will be taken place. So like this, cell formation will be held. So finally what we will get here means we will get a complete endosperm. This type of formation of an endosperm we are calling it as a halobial. In halobial we will find both the pattern of a nuclear endosperm and cellular endosperm. Whereas in case of nuclear means first nucleus will get divided, later on that cell wall formation will take place. Whereas in case of cellular endosperm, complete cells will get formed here, they will be go on arranging. Whereas in halobial here means first the cell will do nuclear pen, that is nothing but primary endosperm nucleus. It will be divided into the two cells, but both the cells will not be in similar size. Both the cells will be in irregular in size. One will be the smaller, another one will be the bigger. So later it will goes for the nuclear division, and finally they will form say endosperm, and that type of endosperm we are calling it as a halobial endosperm. So like that, so in different plants where it will undergoes different type of pattern of endosperm formation. Example for this is Asphodilus aeromerus. So these are the example plants here which will go for the halobial endosperm. So like that, finally through the second male gamete fused here, the second male gamete fused with the secondary nuclei and convert into the pen. Later this pen it will convert into the endosperm in these three pattern: nuclear, cellular and halobial. So these are the three types of endosperm formation. So development of endosperm is finished on topic. Next is the development of an embryo, it is present. So that we will discuss in our next class.